Tonight, let's kick things off with Asia's best pole vaulter, EJ Obiena.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Inside the Game. My name is Boom Gonzalez with the man, the man of the moment, the man of the hour, EJ Obiena. This is a completely different level now that you're reaching. Is it safe to say this is the best year of your competitive career?
Depends on how the rest of the year goes, but I think we started on a good side and we started on a good note. But yeah, I mean, I think it just shows like last year there's a lot of things that was going on that I was not able to actually fully train and fully commit myself to the craft that I'm supposed to be focusing at or obsessing at. And if you remember there was a time that my coach was saying, you know, why is this happening now? This is a time where we're supposed to harvest the hard work that we have done. And I think this is just the shade of what we actually have been working on. It's a shade of what we want to do. There's still a lot of things I need to do to make this materialize and to have it a good year, like you said.
Yeah, just a quick throwback to the last SEA Games. Obviously, it was a success. I mean, it was for the country, it was for the flag. You got your goals, you defended, you shattered, you set new records. In terms of your year, I know how in your sport you ramp up, right, to a certain level. And in your words, you hit multiple peaks. So the SEA Games, you know, was part of a bigger plan, and yet you dominated and was successful. How did that happen? Just to recap the SEA Games.
The SEA Games was a bit of it was the odd one in the major championship for this year. It was a bit of a challenge going in because I was not sure in what shape I would be, because we're not going to risk the rest of the season for SEA Games at that time. And it just so happened my coach is a genius and he's able to, you know, prepare me and be able to, he knows that I'm capable of a certain height for me to win the SEA Games. And I guess, you know, the 55 years of experience of coaching definitely paid off, and it was a gamble that we needed to do. But as I said, it was a gamble that is well calculated.
Which brings us to, you talked about heights. The other achievement of this year was the 6 meter club. And again, I point to our last conversation when we were in the studio together and how there was an obsession towards that number. And why not? You know, first Asian, less than 30 to be able to do it. Your name's forever etched there. Nobody's going to be able to take that away from you. Were those the reasons why you were so emotional about it? Or were there other reasons, now that you've been detached from it for a while, that made it such a huge deal for you?
Well, if I didn't jump 6 meters this year, I was gonna shave my head. That was the bet with my coach. So I didn't want to shave my head.
Hey, I would want to see that.
Kidding aside, but that was actually for real. But kidding aside, it was a mark that I actually wanted to do, not just for me. I think it just shows the work that we've been doing, me and my coach, and I knew I was capable of it. Like I told it last year, a couple of months. I knew that I was capable of it. I knew that I could do it. It's just a matter of, can I actually make it? Like, do it in an actual competition. It was that, and I'm pretty sure in the history of pole vaulting, there's a lot of people who have said, "Oh, I know I could do it," and the people who actually have done it. Yeah. And I was worried that in which side am I on? And being able to jump on the other side and be able to make it is definitely a big side of relief. Jumping 6 meters and being the first Asian, that also means the first in the history of sport to have jumped over 6 meters in the continent of Asia is a Filipino. I used to think, okay, I want to hold the Asian record, but then that is, you know, that could be broken. Like, oh, the Asian record is now held by a Filipino. That could be broken. But now in the rest of the history, nobody can change that. Oh, yeah, there's another Asian. No, The first
Right.
is gonna be Filipino forever, and I think that's goosebumps because I really do take pride about that, and I'm really happy and just overall just proud of that achievement or accomplishment because it's something that a lot of pole vaulter aim to do, but few are actually able to do it.
Was breaking the or getting into the 6 meter club, did it free your mind that even made you perform better moving forward, and then now obviously qualifying for Paris and Stockholm? Because the obsession was so, huge. I remember you were so passionate about it, but now that you got it, it's out of the way. It can never be taken away from you. Did it free your mind in terms of competition?
It's actually the first time someone asked me if it actually made me better. Thinking now, now I have not think about this that deeply. I think it does. It liberates a little bit of it, and but it's not a significant change, I would say, in my way of competing. It's not that I'm saying that I'm the way I approach the game. It's just jumping 6 meters in a meet does not amplifies the way I'm able to compete, and I think it does make it easier for me. It does give me confidence in myself, but it doesn't change it in such a big magnitude.
Just kind of ease the burden. It's already done. I move on to the next. The next goal obviously was to qualify. You hit the 5.82 in Stockholm. You did not get the gold. You obviously it would have been better, but did it feel like gold for you because of the Paris qualifications, which you've been talking about also for quite a while?
It's not okay. Well, we got to be honest, right? It didn't feel like it's gold. I think it's a little bit far from it. Qualifying for Paris, of course, it is an achievement. I'm very happy about it. I'm glad that it's out of the way. I'm very, thankful that I'm able to do it in the first go. But I wanted to win, and I think it was something that I wanted to do, and I believe that I'm capable of doing it. It is possible. There's a lot of things that happened, and I think I could have competed better. So it not necessarily gave me, I was happy that okay, I qualified, but that registered. But then I'm still in competition. I'm still, gunning for what I came here to do.
You want to win.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to pull that off. But how do you say the French says it's c'est la vie, it's life.
It was Mondo's hometown, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes. So he won it in his hometown. Mondo Duplantis, of course. Yeah, and that's the answer that I would want to hear from you, honestly, that you still wanted to win. Qualifying is one thing, winning the competition is another. And I know there's another chance for you to do that. And you've had such a tremendous run. I don't think you have all your outdoor competitions, if I'm not mistaken, you've all finished in the podium. So if I'm not mistaken, that's how great this run of yours has been. The Tokyo Olympics, what were the lessons now that your head is in Paris and you can look back at Tokyo, which was such a challenging staging of the Olympics for everybody? What are the lessons for you that you can take to Paris?
I would not let anybody get in my way. I might be respectful. I would be very, careful in the way I talk to people. I would be very smart in the way I deliver myself, but I would not let anybody that could derail the things that I want to do. It's been, I've learned that the hard way. It's something that I would not allow ever again, and it's something that I would not, it's gonna be a decision that's very easy for me to make. That's how important Paris for me is. So I would do whatever I need to prepare for Paris. I would do whatever I believe is right for me to be able to perform at my highest. It's just the way I would believe Tokyo would have been different, but now I'm given another chance, another opportunity, and it's a rare thing to even happen. So I would not let some debacle just, I would do whatever in my power and be able to carry myself in the best position going into Paris.
Now that gave me goosebumps. Not a lot of people get to go, obviously, to one. You get another shot at it, so I'm sure, you no stone left unturned, as they say, for your Paris competition. I love it. I love talking to you, man. You always give me, me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Give us inspiration and motivation whenever we hear these fighting words from you. I wish you, more importantly, I wish you to stay healthy, because it starts from there, so that you can do whatever it is that you need to do and achieve whatever it is that you need to achieve. So stay healthy, and thanks for taking the time and talking to us here on The Game, EJ.
Thank you very much, sir.